Albert Breers notes. Inside Jaxon Smith-Njigba's market-moving contract. Why the Seahawks deal could impact Puka Nacua's negotiations with the Rams. Plus, Trent Williams's standoff with San Francisco. The Falcons' signing of Trevor Seaman and the Jaxon Smith-Njigba contract was inevitable. You don't draft and develop a guy at a premium position, who wins AP Offensive Player of the Year, and not do all you can to keep him in the fold over the long term. And so the Seahawks giving JSN a 4-year, $168.6 million extension this offseason should come as a surprise to no one. But that doesn't mean there isn't a lot to take away from, and even learn from, the deal. Here are a handful of notes on Seattle's market-moving contract. 1. Too often, people read these contracts wrong, and really, that's probably our fault as reporters. The above numbers are the new money metric, basically measuring the amount in a deal above what the player had remaining. Smith-Njigba is actually signing a 6-year, $195.17 million deal, with the roughly $26.6 million he was due over the next 2 years folded into the total. Why report it that way? It's probably the easiest way to create an apples-to-apples comparison, if you're looking at players who get deals 2 years early, a year early and as free agents. 2. As such, this isn't like other sports where the contract kicks in when the old contract expires. And because these contracts generally aren't fully guaranteed, the cash flow on a deal is vital, and Smith-Njigba's is strong. His full guarantee is $69.13 million, the entirety of the first 2 years of the deal. That's $42.5 million more than he would have made playing out the final year of his original contract and his 5th-year option next year. That raises a record for non-quarterbacks, as is the $62.5 million in new money he'll get through his first new year, with the 3-year total sitting at $89.07 million, topping the $62 million Micah Parsons got last year on what was an extraordinarily strong deal. 3. JSN getting this deal after only 3 years counts for something. 2. Shifting the injury risk from the player to the team. The top second contracts done over the past few years for non-quarterbacks went to Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Parsons and Aiden Hutchinson. Jefferson, Chase and Parsons waited until after year 4 to get their deals. Hutchinson's deal came in the middle of his 4th season. So, by comparison, Smith-Njigba got his contract ahead of the other guys. 4. It benefits the Seahawks to do this deal early, to be sure. The salary cap jumped $25.7 million in 2022 to $208.2 million, $16.6 million in 23, $224.8 million, $30.6 million in 24 to $255.4 million, $23.8 million in 25, $279.2 million, and $22 million this year to $301.2 million. And Jefferson is a good example of how that changes things. The Vikings offered Jefferson a deal at $28 million per year in 23. He turned it down. Nick Bosa signed a $34 million per year deal that summer. The next year, Jefferson got $35 million per year. So what Smith-Njigba gets now is a lot less than what he'd ask for in 27. 5. The other piece is the 2 existing years that are folded in, which reduces the total damage. JSN's new money average of $42.15 million, $168.6 million, 4 years flows into a practical average of $32.5 million, $195.17 million, 6 years. Let's say then, for argument's sake, the Seahawks had to go $46 million per year if they waited an extra year. My guess, based on how the market jumped for Jefferson in 2024, Chase last year and JSN this year. Folding in his $23.852 million 5th-year option, and assuming a 4-year, $184 million extension, you'd be talking about a practical average of $41.6 million. That's almost $10 million more per year on your cap. 6. This is going to resonate with other players in Smith-Njigba's draft class, including Texans DE Will Anderson Jr., Falcons RB Bijan Robinson, Lions RB Jahmyr Gibbs, Patriots CB Christian Gonzalez, Rams Wr Puka Nacua and JSN's teammate, Devin Witherspoon, among the guys at the front of the line commanding monster money. So, good for JSN, good for the Seahawks, and as we all should have expected. Sign up. SINFL newsletter. Get MMQB's free newsletter. Dark Hamare channel ko subscribe Karna Mat Bulna.